So, we're back. I had dinner. I brushed my teeth. I mourned Asogi. So we're gonna continue, even though it's 11 p.m. Probably not too many people are gonna be clicking on my stream, but you know what? I'm excited to play more. So it doesn't really matter. Here we go. It's gonna be another cutscene.
記録を読み返すと、あれは19世紀の終わり、厳しい冬のことだった。事件は霧深い深夜のロンドンの街路をひた走る乗り合い馬車の中で起こった。馬車には被害者と容疑者の両名のみ、複数の人間がその事件を目撃した。一体誰が想像しただろうか、この単純極まりない事件があのような恐ろしい結末を迎えることになろうとは。
That's concerning.
我が友シャーロック・ホームズはあの事件を振り返ってこう言った。思えばあの事件こそは序曲だったのかもしれないね。忘れがたきあの日本人留学生と演じた長い競争曲の始まりだ。
No. Yeah, they're not. No way. I know the Speckled Band thing was based off of a Sherlock book, but probably not this. Okay, I'll shut up now. Cutscene.
すごい。
They're so cute.
これって本当に駅なのでしょうか。
駅にせよ違うにせよ、これほどの建造物は
He's
見た
so
ことがございませんね。
蒸気機関車があんなにたくさん。何なんだこの国は。
I cannot get over them. I knew I said I was gonna shut up, but they look so good right now. They're so adorable.
Nandaka, 夢みたいです。
これが大英帝国のデータ。
どう？あんたたち。
はい。
乗りなよ。どこへだって連れて行ってやるぜ。
Okay, that's suspicious considering what we were just told.
官庁街の高等法院へお願いします。
いいとも。あんたたち最近流行りの留学生ってやつかい？そうかい。それなら楽しんでいってくれよな。ようこそ世界の中心、大英帝国の帝都ロンドンへ。
Clock tower. Okay. But why, though? Why is it in a clock tower? Oops. There we go. What an impressively huge room. How do you put this? The ambience here is incredibly overwhelming. It's almost suffocating. It almost feels like a stronghold. It has been decades since Japan opened its doors to the world. As of late, stone buildings have become commonplace in our own country as well, but the awe of seeing the real thing up close is completely different, isn't it? Everything here feels alien compared to the houses made of wood and paper in Japan. You're right about everything feeling alien, but I'm pretty sure there's more to it than just the difference of our country's architecture. So, what is this place? We're at the British Empire's High Court of Justice. This is the Lord Chief of Justice's office. Lord Chief Justice, I see. Had all gone according to plan, our country's exchange students would have come here to report their arrival today. But Asogi is gone now. Yes, he is. As such, all that we can do now is play the role of emissaries. 2 emissaries sent to report Kazuma's death and nothing more. Emissaries, huh? Once these emissaries pass on their message, they must promptly return home. Return home? Just like that? In other words, in order for us to remain in this country, I would have to become the substitute law exchange student, correct? Yes, the exchange student must have the qualifications to be an attorney as well. An attorney, right. No pressure then. In the British Empire, it appears that attorneys are appointed by the Lord Chief Justice himself. I doubt that's how it actually works. Here and now, you must be appointed as such. That is the only chance we have to stay in the Great British Empire. Can I really do this? My friends, I've kept you waiting. Okay, you definitely killed someone. You've definitely killed someone. Your journey across the broad ocean for the Empire of Japan must have been quite arduous. You're so sus. You're even more sus than the professor. I can't believe this. Okay. My apologies. It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late to our agreed time. No, there's nothing to apologize about. We both love standing here vacantly, just like statues. That is good to hear. Okay, whatever. Vortex. Heart Vortex. I don't trust anyone who snaps. Not in this game. Not since Juan Karma. I'm the Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire, Heart Vortex. Wow, the ore he's getting off is incredible. Naruhodo, this is where you stand firm. It is an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Vortex, my lord. I hail from the Empire of Japan. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Master Naruhodo. Welcome to London, capital of England. My country cordially welcomes your arrival. I cannot handle these big words. Thank you very much. I don't trust him. Hey, you want to see my badge? Oh, that turned from a disappointed groan to a sad groan. That's so sad. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, there's the little attorney's badge. Does it say Kazuma on the inside? What's it say? You can see the attorney's name embroidered here. The name of the armband's owner, Kazuma Asogi. Kazuma seemed to be entirely fixated on his exchange trip to the British Empire. Agreed. The truth that he was searching for must have been here in Britain. But he lost his life before he could ever find that truth. His fervor and his hope still lie within this armband. I think that's probably all I can look at, unless I can look at... Yeah, I can look at the badge. This is a pair of scales. One could call it the symbol of an ace attorney. Yes, that's correct. Scales represent the idea that everyone is equal in the eyes of the law. It serves as a caution that one mustn't enter the court with bias in their heart. But it's a symbol of defense attorney specifically. I think it would work better if the scales lean towards not guilty instead. That certainly is a unique opinion. Okay, you don't gotta call me out like I am. Look at my badge. Lord Chief Justice Vortex, there's something I'd like for you to look at. If I were to thoroughly examine what you've given me and offer an official opinion, it would probably cost 24 seconds of my time. Huh? Are you planning on showing me something that is in fact worth 24 seconds of my valuable time? Actually, never mind. Dang it. Okay. I kind of want to look around, but I also don't care enough to read all of that extra text. Well, we'll have a look. We'll have a look. The bookshelf along the wall is really packed with a bunch of difficult-looking books. Not a single one of all these books is available in Japan. It almost feels as if I'm dreaming. No argument here. It's like something I'd see in a nightmare. There are a lot of books from all over Western Europe here, not just from the British Empire. France, Germany, Spain, the Netherlands? It seems that there are Russian books here as well. You don't say. From Russia, huh? Is something the matter, Naruhodo? Maybe I should ask the Lord Chief Justice how to say wardrobe in Russian. I think it might be wiser if you didn't. Yeah, maybe. This machine is a clock, isn't it? To be more precise, it would seem that this whole room is inside of a giant clock. That gear, it seems to dwarf even those huge wheels on London steam locomotives. I wonder if this is the Chief Justice's hobby. I see. Boys really do love tinkering with machines after all. I'm not too sure if that's exactly comparable with simply a boy tinkering with a machine. The resonant sounds of this massive machine fully surround us, but they're surprisingly soft. In fact, I'm finding the steady and precise beat of its ticking to be reassuring. It depends on my mood how I feel about clock ticking. There's an air of danger coming from these two colossal iron men facing each other. This appears to be a Western suit of armor. This is a suit of armor. I thought it was some kind of Western komainu? You know, like those lion dog statues in Japan? Oh, those. In Western culture, it said that these suits of armor will inevitably come to life. Every night, they patrol their stationed area, walking about as their old masters once did. I see. You really do know everything, Susato. Why, that's because it's all written in this book of mine. Do ask any questions you may have. Come to think of it, what even is that book of hers? Okay, I think the only thing left I have to examine is the seat. As the Lord Chief Justice's desk, I believe it is carved from some type of marble. I'd say it looks more like a giant tombstone that's fallen over. Fair? That's certainly a unique view. No, really, in Japan, nearly everything is made out of paper or wood. But in this country, it feels like there's nothing but stone and bricks as far as the eye can see. True, that could explain this heavy feeling in the air. Yeah, I think we looked at everything. Gotta make sure. But, yeah. Oh, wait. Never mind. Okay, I don't think I can actually look at anything by doing that, though. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Talk to the scary man. So, what is your impression of our capital, London? Of our capital, London? Huh? Well, the cat's got my tongue. I've been so nervous that I can't remember even a single thing. I must say, sir, it's truly been wonderful. Oh? Hold on for a second. Seen the city of London whilst riding on the coach from the railway station. Everything has been so overwhelming. So impressive. Words can't describe my awe. That is good to hear. The railways, water, gas, and communication something stretching across the city. They're all state-of-the-art technology. No visitor has ever failed to notice their beauty. Yes, indeed. I noticed it all. Wow, you really saved me, Susato. I'm glad you're here. Plus, the people of the city are so bright and happy, it's downright infectious. Agreed. London's been booming as of late, as we're currently preparing for the coming World's Fair. World's Fair? Oh, you mean like the Exposition Universal? I don't know what that is, never heard of. Quite. The fruits of all the world's culture and artistry are to be gathered and exhibited here. But you can expect it to eclipse that Parisian trifle. It shall be the greatest World's Fair of all. A World's Fair? This is grander than I could have ever imagined. I'm just in awe. That emotion is perfectly apt to describe all of our great nation's capital, London. He's definitely confident about this. From the oriental land of the rising sun to the great empire on which the sun never sets. It's nothing short of fate that you would journey here. Or the exchange program. Lord Chief Justice Vortex. Regarding the law exchange student, as I recall, Kazuma Sogi was his name. Huh? Oh, yes, sir. Our government has already learned about that incident via telegram. He lost his life on board a steamship en route to the Great British Empire, I am told. I should have guessed that he'd already know about it. My country expresses our deepest condolences to yours. Oh, thank you very much. But surely you didn't travel all this way just to inform me of his death. We did. We come today as emissaries from the Empire of Japan to report his death. I've heard that your country heavily values politeness. I see that to be true. However, I truly regret to say, since the attorney is dead, we have no other opinion than to halt this. We have no other option than to halt this student exchange. Please wait. What is that you need, young lady? What is it that you need, young lady? I can't speak. I'm a loser and a moron. There's something that Ryunosuke Naruhodo here would like to say regarding this matter. Master Naruhodo? Here it comes, the moment of truth. My lord, would it be possible to find some way to continue the exchange process? Of course, our country desires the very same. However, as long as your country's attorney is absent, nothing can be done about it. Then, what if our country could provide another attorney? What a strange thing to say. Huh? Per the plans, your country should only have sent us a single attorney by the name of Kazuma Sogi. That is all I've heard on the matter. About that, this is bad. I can't allow myself to make any outrageous remarks in front of the Lord Chief Justice. Naruhodo? I could mess everything up if I don't choose my words carefully. What do I do? Our country has another attorney ready, and that attorney is... not real! I am 100% sure it's the me option, but we're gonna save just in case. I'll be the attorney. Huh. You will? To be honest, I'm not yet qualified for the job, but not qualified, and yet you still call yourself an attorney? But I have stood in court as an attorney before. It was just once, though, and Nasoki was helping me, and I was the defendant, too. I studied as much as I could for our rival in the Great British Empire. On the SS Eclair, I studied this country's law and its trials. The voyage here is about 50 days. That's some light studying, if you can even call it that. If you want to qualify as an attorney in Britain, you would not only need a law degree, but also multiple years of practice in an inn of court. I know it's far too short of a time to learn everything, but I can't turn tail and run home now, not like this. Sogi's journey had only just begun. I came to the British Empire to carry on his will. I know I seem like I'm getting in over my head saying this, but I'll take on any evaluation necessary if it means being recognized as an attorney. Please, I just need one chance. I beg of you. 31 seconds, I see. What? That was how long your appeal took, Master Naruhodo. Not too short, nor too long. It was a perfectly moderate appeal. An attorney needs that kind of intuition. Thank you. I'll assess your worth with an evaluation. After all, I always enjoy a good show. Huh? Let's make one thing clear, Master Naruhodo. Sir? You want to carry on Asogi's will. Is that the absolute truth? Yes, that's what I promised to do. I see. I can't help but wonder, why did his expression change like that? Very well. As you wish, I will give you one chance. One evaluation, which decides if you become a specially appointed attorney. I thought there was going to be a comma there. Which decides if you become a specially appointed attorney. Accept or refuse. Really, sir? Let's see. is it gonna be? I'm guessing it's probably gonna be a trial. Which is ridiculous, but you know. What would this evaluation consist of? I ask of you, Master Naruto, what is an attorney's job? To stand in court and plead your client's case, of course. Yeah. Exactly. Therefore, why don't we have you do just that? Yeah, I saw that coming. What? This is perfect timing. Conveniently, there's a trial set to start today, but no one has stepped up to accept the defense, so we've been at a loss. It's going to start today? And no one wants to take the defense, and you're doing this as a test! A test! And no defense attorneys want it! And you want a full acquittal. Okay. If you obtain a full acquittal in this trial, you may pass. You pass. You couldn't find a more simple evaluation, could you? That's true, but... Could you perhaps divulge some details about this trial? As I recall, it was... right. A murder case. Yeah, of course it was. Murder? Come now, it's a simple case. There's no way you'd lose. Then why didn't anyone want to be the defense? He says it so nonchalantly. However, you should be aware that in the worst case scenario, if your defendant happens to be found guilty, he won't be able to avoid his I know the word. I just can't say it right now. I know the word. I've said it in the past. I just can't say it right now. His condemnation? Condemnation? You mean the death penalty? In our great British Empire, murder is punishable by hanging. I do expect the books you read on your voyage revealed at least that much. Who would approve of such a dangerous evaluation? That's nothing more than playing games with the defendant's life. I, the Lord Chief Justice, approved it myself. Would you still call it a game, knowing that? What? That's insane! Yeah, it sure is. There's no need to overthink it. All you have to do is avoid defeat. But that's kind of what Phoenix did, testing the jury system in A4, so... I can't really judge him for it. There's no need to overthink it. All you have to do is avoid defeat. My defense will determine the fate of the defendant. And if I fail him, it's death by hanging. Master Naruto, you call yourself an attorney. Thus, you must show your resolve, along with your intent to succeed your dearest friend's will. I hope you can show me the strength of your resolve. My resolve. What now? You don't have anything to say? I'm sorry to say this, but there isn't much time until the trial begins. If you're going to do it, you have to commit to it now. What will you do? Accept, obviously. What am I supposed to say to such a bizarre proposal? Accept, obviously. Then I'll politely... It's no good, I just can't get the words out. You fool. 15 seconds. There's an issue with how long you took to make your decision. That is yet another important qualification. Yes, this is just as I had thought. Huh? Ultimately, this is what your gallant resolve amounts to. I withdraw my offer of an evaluation. Thank you for your report. But I said yes! I shall arrange a boarding ticket for tomorrow. You would do well to return to the Far East. I didn't even take a long time to do it, just because Naruto couldn't say it. I understand. Naruto! I'm grateful for the opportunity you gave me, Lord Chief Justice. Naruto. I'm sorry, Susato. There's no need to apologize. I understand your decision, of course. You do? In these circumstances, your decision of whether you will stand as an attorney or not. For you, Naruto, this question has nothing to do with the matter of resolve. What do you mean by that? It's definitely true that I want to be an attorney no matter what it costs me, but even then, that's no excuse for me to talk about resolve and act as if it justifies risking a defendant's life. Okay. Was I supposed to say no then? Because then that just makes Phoenix in the fourth game look super bad. That's what he did. Whoops. Oof. Okay. Alright. I mean, yeah, it's fucked up, but I don't know. Seems pretty normal for Ace Attorney. That's my opinion on the matter. To the client, their trial means a lot more than some evaluation. I believe that an attorney fights for the client's sake every time they stand in court. But, from the client's point of view, the trial is a single, crucial battle that will decide their fate. I don't think I'm qualified to handle that battle. Thank you for your time, Lord Chief Justice Vortex. Please excuse us. But I guess, I mean, Apollo had proven himself a couple times. But still, that was a really convoluted trial. I just can't get over the, oh, never mind, that's not okay to do. Because no, it isn't. And it was never an okay thing to do. But, I don't know. We've always just kind of been like that. We'll stop talking about AA4 now. Wait, Master Naruto. Oh no. The cat's meowing again. I think he stopped. Okay. What is it? Traveling from here to the Old Bailey typically takes about 20 minutes by coach. If you leave immediately, you should make it there in time. But just so you're aware, what I told you earlier was no joke. There truly isn't a single soul who is willing to stand as the accused's defense. What? Should this keep up, the court will proceed in the absence of an attorney. And if that happens, there can be no doubt whatsoever that there's nothing at the end of that tunnel but the worst possible conclusion. Yeah, that too, though. Because, like, yeah, he said there, and if I don't show up, then who is going to? No one, obviously. So, that's absurd. Yeah, it's verid. I can't. I'm stupid. Come on. Please stop exposing how stupid I am, Ace Attorney. How could such a situation be allowed to happen? I suggest that you do not assume that all of your inquiries will be provided with a reply. In any case, the only individual with the potential to change the defendant's fate at this point is none other than you. I can say that with utmost certainty. But that's... Now then, may I ask you a question, young miss? Huh? Yes, what is it? Under these new circumstances, should one decide to stand as an attorney or else decline? Personally speaking, I believe that choice would indeed be a matter of the individual's resolve. We'll have to end our talk here. It's about time for my conference. I must depart in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. And with that, please enjoy yourselves in London to your heart's content. But also go to that trial. Like, go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go help that person. I don't know who it is. He left! The Old Bailey, huh? We gotta go. If we are to go, we ought to depart at once. Yes, I agree. Can I show you my badge first, though? Usato, if you have a minute, I was just wondering. I'm ready to unleash Usato Toss, you know. I can see that. Naruhodo, even as we speak, the trial's appointed hour draws even closer. Now is not the time for you to be thrown around by me. I think she means that we should be rushing to the courtroom right now. We can talk once we arrive. Okay. Well, fair point, but you gotta try. Interesting. Oh, they have the scales. There are still 15 minutes left until the trial. We've managed to make it in time. had no idea coaches could run so fast. I thought I was gonna bite my tongue off. That reminds me of a line from the stories of Sherlock Holmes. And what's that? Good coachman, an extra guinea for you if you get us there in 5 minutes. Oh, is that from the How to the Bats Propels? Because I watched a movie of that. I read it in high school, but I watched a movie of that recently, and he said something very similar. So I don't know if it was in the book or just that movie. So a coachman may have offered a similar incentive, considering how fast we were going. Having to pay in exchange for a near-death experience doesn't really feel like a fair trade. However, we did it right before the beginning of the trial, yes? Yeah, you're right. I must say, though, this is quite strange. We should have been able to meet with the defendant once we arrived. I have spoken with the bailiffs, but the defendant is nowhere to be found. Hello? So this is the Old Bailey's defendant lobby. Something the matter, Naruhodo? The atmosphere here is so tense. It's no different from our own country's Supreme Court. This feeling is the crushing anxiety of someone who's about to be judged. I can recognize it since I just experienced it myself not too long ago. I'm sure it is a feeling of deep hopelessness. Oh my, you two over there. Who is it? Came all the way here? I can tell you two must have your own fair share of troubles. I love him. His hat. I'm taking it. It's mine now. Huh? Those impassive, almost bleak faces bring me to mind the people of the Orient. The two of us came from Japan. Oh, yes, I understand. Well, say no more then. So, how much will it be? Well, we're just... Oh, no. I understand fully. I can sympathize with your situation. Oh, the despair of being in a foreign land with nowhere else to sleep and penniless, too. With nowhere to eat or sleep. Right, it's true that we haven't really decided on a place to stay, but... That is alright. Anyway, 1,000 guineas. Don't say a word, my friend. Take them. Oh. 1,000 guineas? What's the matter, Susato? You were really loud just now. 1,000 guineas would be... That's enough to erect a mansion in the wealthiest neighborhoods of Tokyo. What? This is nothing. Despite appearances, I am prepared for unexpected troubles. I have enough assets in reserve to buy London 2 or perhaps even 3 times over. So are you just bribing people not to take the case? Is that what's happening? What kind of unexpected troubles are you imagining? Anyway, we can't simply accept that much money. Whoa! He just hit me in the face with that coin! Of course, I'm not just handing this money over to you for free. I have just one simple request. Huh? Oh no, honestly, it really is quite embarrassing for me to say this, but... You see, my trial is about to begin. Therefore, I have a proposal. I request that you stand by my side in the court. As my attorney, yes? Huh? Interesting. Why doesn't anyone want to represent him? He's just literally throwing money around, and... Okay. But Oh, no. It will be fine. All I need is for you to just stand there. After all, at this rate, my trial will proceed without the need of an attorney. I should have known. What the Lord Chief Justice said was true after all. But why, though? Excuse me, do pardon me, but could you possibly be the defendant of this trial? Is he? Oh my. Could it be? You did not know of me? Me, the great celebrity of London? Right. You see, we only just arrived in London this morning. Now I see. I suppose that does make sense. Over near Hyde Park, there's a second public park, which I find rather beautiful. Hyde Park. Is that real? I'd like to go there if it is. A park, sir? Yes. Magnolia Park. In spring, lovely flowers bloom and the birds sing. I can't talk. I'm so sorry. I am really stupid. Or it was born from my humble donations, you see. What? You mean you funded the park? A capital where smiles never cease. That is my dream. Kanzi Meguro. Megano? Megan. Konsny. I can't say his name. Kosny. This is Kosny. Will never fail to fight for the ideology. That's amazing. Honestly, you're incredibly admirable. And despite all my generosity, to call me, Kosny, of all people, a criminal? The almighty London police are but a shadow of their former glory. Don't you agree? Like, I think status doesn't have anything to do with whether you're accused of being a criminal or not, but... You know. He's hyperventilating now. At any rate, Naruto. Shall we introduce ourselves while the defendant is busy hyperventilating? Let's do that. Sir, the truth is, we traveled to this great British Empire, to London, so that we could study the law. As law exchange students. And if you have no attorney, if you'd like, maybe we could be able to... Well, yes, haven't we been discussing that very favor? Stand by my side and you shall receive 1,000 Guinness. He says that, but something feels strangely off about this. I agree. Because then why? But that's the thing, is he's just telling us to stand there. That's a little suspicious. I understand. Huh? Perhaps this is what you're thinking right now. This fishy Briton won't stop bragging about all of his money. If he has so much money, why doesn't he have a competent defense lawyer? Yeah! Naturally, this suspicious Briton is, without a doubt, guilty. Isn't that right? Huh? Well, you see, my answer is... They wouldn't make me defend someone that... Okay, well, they might, but... I'm gonna say no. No, not at all. It's just, in all honesty, the question of why you have no lawyer is really weighing on my mind. It is because of the bringer of death, the Grim Reaper of the Old Bailey. What? What? The Grim Reaper? Seriously? That is the name the press has given to Lord Barack Van Zieks, and he is the trial's prosecutor. I've heard of him. I can't say his name. Zykes? I don't know. I've read it so many times, but I don't know it. Does the prosecutor really kill people? I hope not. For those he prosecutes, they say, the Reaper has come to collect his due. Oh, that makes... because he's a prosecutor in the death penalty. I guess that makes sense. So his reputation would be that he gives every person he prosecutes the death penalty. Oh no. And so to this day, in the court of the Deathbringer, the number of defendants who have lived is 0. Not a single one. What are you saying? Then suddenly, no lawyer remained who would be willing to stand up against the Grim Reaper himself. It would be appropriate to call him a legend of the Old Bailey, I'd wager. Lord Barack Van Zieks. He must be a truly outstanding prosecutor. Van Zieks? How do you pronounce that? Can I Google it? How do you say that? Van Zieks. His name is Baruch Van Zieks. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Perhaps it would be more accurate to say he's cursed instead. Cursed? What exactly does that mean? Defendant and his attorney as well. It's time for the official trial to begin. Make your way to the Crown Court at once. Attorney, they mean me. Oh, the time finally approaches. Well now, I'll be counting on you. But I don't even know anything about the case. On top of that, We haven't even finished talking. I'm not even gonna bother trying to look up how to pronounce his name. I'm not doing it. Only because I care about because I care prosecutors, but I do not care about you enough to look up how to pronounce your name. Till the moment you two arrived, I'd been prepared for the worst. Huh? Without an attorney, I knew I would have to defend myself all alone. Standing as your own attorney. But then you appeared before me. What's more, you are a scholar of law. This cannot be a coincidence. One might even call it fate. I beg of you, please do not abandon me. I don't know anything about the case. I still only have my badge. Even now, I don't know a single thing about the case or the defendant. But I do know one thing. Right now, I can't turn my back and leave this man behind. Hey, good. Defense attorney spirit. At least, an ace attorney anyway. I don't know what real defense attorneys are like. I haven't met any. Naruhodo? He was stand to be judged in court without a weapon to fend for himself. I'm sure Sogu would be the first to jump to his aid. Attorney, what are you doing? If you don't arrive in the Crown Court in time, you'll not be allowed into the courtroom. Understood. We'll be there immediately. Here we go. This is where it begins. My first trial in the Great British Empire. Asogi, watch me. Watch just what I can accomplish now.